Hi, Katerina. Greetings
Hi,
from Kiev, Germany. Where are you located at the moment?
greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine.
Oh, I'm missing saying the same thing. Katerina, so today we wanted to talk to you about matchmaking process, the new matchmaking process at Diolli.com. Actually, it hasn't changed much. We have added one step. Can you please tell more about this step, and perhaps you can share some questions that we can answer together that our current and new potential clients have, so that our subscribers know what to expect from us.
First of all, I also want to agree with you that our matchmaking process didn't change much. So we continue to make the personal search for our clients. It won't be random dates, like maybe sometimes people compare it with online dating, because some clients asked us what will be the main difference between your matchmaking process now and online dating. It will be completely different things. We continue to provide you with matchmaking services. We just added one step because, as you know, unfortunately now in Ukraine we have war, and it's impossible to come to Ukraine to date ladies, to meet them. So we offer our current clients, our potential clients, to meet ladies in Western Europe, because, as you know, a lot of ladies moved from Ukraine to Western Europe. They are located now in different countries. So now we added just one step. You will start your communication with a lady before your meeting. So we continue to make the search like before. We will agree with your criteria of the search. We will make a lot of interviews to pre-select the ladies that match your criteria of the search and that are interested in meeting you and communicating with you. We just added one step. Before your meeting in Western Europe, you will start your communicating through Zoom, through video dates. You will start some correspondence with them, and after that you will plan your meeting in Western Europe. So it will help you to spend your time efficiently. You will know whom you are meeting. You will already start to communicate, and it will make like this process a little easier for you, because when we provided before your matchmaking process, when you came to Ukraine and here met with all ladies face to face, of course it will be easier for not easier.
It was another experience. So yes. There the gentleman had to travel, all the dates, and I love that format, and we will have it back. But we have already discussed it with Katerina when we were rearranging our matchmaking process, and of course adding changes into our agreement that probably we will test this European format, and we will keep both after the war. I anticipate a question, and we have discussed it with you yesterday on our group call with Alessia, our psychologist, that many gentlemen now are saying that, oh, you don't have the ladies now because your base has remained in Kharkov. Yes, our base has changed in the sense that right now we concentrate on introducing ladies who can speak English or another European language, if you're introducing her, for example, to a German client. So yes, currently we had to put on hold those ladies who still reach out to us, who unfortunately do not speak any English. Of course, we cannot introduce them to our English-speaking clients. We can do that with our Russian and Ukrainian-speaking clients. So yes, ladies who were willing to go out on a first date with an interpreter, currently they will have to wait. But to be honest, prior to the war, within the last several years, I would say that 80% of our male clients were demanding to meet someone who speaks at least basic or usually intermediate level of English or any other foreign language. So we were already concentrating on such ladies.
Yes, that's true. So now we will introduce you to ladies that have the basic level of English. So you will start
At least basic.
At least, yes, at least. So you will start your communication without help of interpreter. You will start texting. You will have video calls. So it will be ladies that are able to communicate without help of interpreters. So it also makes the process a little easier for you, because you will start your communication just two of you without help of interpreter.
For some clients, yes, it will be a disadvantage. We had clients for whom like having an interpreter on a date, on a real offline date, was a huge plus. But again, many our clients, especially younger gentlemen, they were quite adamant to meet someone who is fluent in English. So in this sense, yes, it is more complicated for us to recruit such ladies into our database, but it was not easy in Kharkov as well to get ladies who are well educated, speak the language, etc. Right now in Germany, I am approached, I face another problem. I'm approached by ladies who speak German, Ukrainian ladies, and also ladies, for example, from Belarus who live here, but they don't speak English, so just German. So for our deutschsprachige Kunden, potenziellen Kunden, jetzt haben wir neue Frauen in unserer Database, die sprechen Deutsch. For our German-speaking clients, now we have new ladies in our database who speak German. So I can't say that we don't have ladies to introduce to. I think when you do matchmaking, I was on the call 3 nights ago with the Matchmaking Alliance from the US, and there is always this newcomer who will ask like, how do you form your database? And all like the seniors seasoned matchmakers have been doing it for like 5, 10 years, 15 years. Of course, we all smile because you know that to build your database, and we always have been working only with our database. So I know that from time to time, some companies appear that tell that, or usually like a YouTuber who claims that, okay, now I will work with these 55 agencies and will recruit members there. We understand that this strategy, it's not very solid, not very lasting, because of course, every matchmaker, professional matchmaker, he recruits a database of members to introduce their clients to males and females based on the needs of their current clients. You can't just have everyone there. You have to know your clients and you have to attract candidates into your database accordingly. So to build a database, you have to have a brand, you have to have a reputation, you have to know those ladies. So it doesn't just happen overnight, and I can't imagine working with databases of other matchmakers. Yes, from time to time, you can, sometimes we help out our colleagues who, for example, are in the West, and they tend to get a client who is, for example, a Slavic region, or he's Ukrainian, or he wants to date Ukrainian, and then they reach out to help collect the matches for them. If we are friends with that matchmaker, we can do that. But to work without a database, I can't imagine doing that efficiently.
Yes, we always paid attention of our potential clients, of our clients, that it's very important that we have our own database of ladies. It's very important because, like you said, many agencies, they worked with some local small agencies and took their clients, and now, of course, they can't provide with any efficient services. We have this huge plus that we have our own base of ladies that are seriously oriented, and that we communicate with them, our psychologists, our matchmaker, they communicate with these ladies. We know them personally, and we know whom we are matching. So our base is still a seriously oriented base of ladies. It's still our own private base, closed base. So of course, it's a huge plus that we have our own base, and now we can continue to provide our services, because a lot of our female clients who move to Europe, to other countries, they text our psychologists, our managers that, hello, I'm in Poland, I'm open to
But they also text me, they text everyone, I think. I think that also a huge indicator is that, for example, prior to the war, we have introduced a lady to a gentleman. She went out on 2 dates. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for them, but she has enjoyed the process. She has enjoyed the type of a client, a gentleman that we had, and she has referred both her sisters to our database, like to be in our database. So it's a huge indicator. And also, one of our couples, they got engaged prior to February 24th, and right now they are in Warsaw waiting for K1 visa. And this lady, she is engaged to an American gentleman, but she came to our database because her friend, who is married to our French client, has referred her to us. She has recommended her to join our database. And that lady who has married our French client, she has joined our database because of another lady who is also married to our client. So you can see that chain, and of course, the world of mouse is big for us. And sometimes marketers tell that the world of mouse is not the best way to get clients, since you get only a certain type of clients. In our case, it works best because we actually aim for a certain type of ladies. And of course, if she is well educated, she is smart, she is intelligent, she is open-minded, well, chances are high that she will befriend similar women and she will bring them into our database. Also, what I like is that sometimes, for example, kids bring their mothers, or for example, a mother brings her daughter. Like we have matched a mother and then she brings her 25 years old to 30 years old daughter. So it's also a huge indicator that people trust us. And I would say that having blogs and writing a book also helps, since people can really, women can and men, they can watch our content, read our articles, read my books, and they can make up their mind if our understanding about relationship, if our values align with theirs, and they can make their choice if they feel confident enough in us to trust their love search to us.
Yes, and to be honest, a lot of our English-speaking female clients also watch our YouTube channel for men. Also, they watch our videos, and sometimes they even find us by our YouTube channel, English YouTube channel for male clients.
Yes, that's true. So there is nothing wrong with it, and I hope that we will also start doing our podcast that we have been doing with you on SoundCloud and on Apple Podcast prior to all these events, that we will return to doing that. It just it's strange to be all separated by all this distance, but on the other hand, I believe lockdowns have taught us that you can be located at home and you can be efficient, and you can create even better content. You can invest more time into interviewing the matches. But Katerina, I want to jump ahead into, I want to return, not jump ahead, I want to return to our matchmaking process. I got distracted by all the interviews that we have been doing with the ladies. So this new step, how will it go? Are all the interviews that we conduct with our male clients, female clients, do they stand? Where do we add coaching?
Of course, all the steps, we save all the steps of the matchmaking process. We just have added this one new step. So like before, you will be coached by a matchmaker. Our ladies will be also coached by a psychologist and matchmaker too. So we leave all the coaching hours. We even made more coaching hours in our new packages because we thought that Zoom dates, it's something new for a lot of people, for a lot of our potential clients, and they need to get more advice and recommendations how to communicate through Zoom, how to build your online communication with a lady efficiently. So we added even more coaching hours to our new packages to give more recommendations to our clients how to do it. So of course, all the steps, or the necessary steps of the matchmaking services, the matchmaking service, they all are present. So it will be communicating with you, with ladies. It will be interviews with the ladies. It will be coaching for both sides. We will always be in touch with you. We'll give you all the necessary recommendations. You can always ask us about everything. Because of that new step, when we pre-select the ladies, when we approve with you the potential match, we will give you her contacts and you will start to communicate with her prior to your meeting in real life. So only this step will be added. Of course, you will get all the recommendations, how to build this communication, what to discuss, what topics to bring up, how.
And you're not talking to a stranger. She was pre-selected for you based on your criteria, and she knows information about you as well.
Yes, so she is approved by you, and it means that she matches all your criteria of the search. She had several steps of interviews with our specialists. She's interested in communicating with you. So all this job that we did before your meeting in real life, we do now. But before your meeting in real, you will start your communication through Zoom. So all the steps will be the same. We just added one new step of your communication, and you will get all the necessary recommendations how to build this communication to make your future meeting the most efficient.
I would say that gentlemen pretty often they underestimate the importance of coaching, and of course when they were traveling to Ukraine, everybody is excited about meeting the ladies, and I have noticed it many times that, for example, I do the coaching session prior to the trip to Ukraine, and we do several of them, and we talk, for example, about the first date, second date, about managing the expectations. And I see that some gentlemen, not all, the majority of our clients, they actually understand the importance of this advice and this information. They have paid for it, and this is like very, very important that they implement all these tips of advice once they land in Ukraine and start dating. But I have noticed that some gentlemen, they kind of they don't understand the importance. So they use these coaching hours to crack some jokes, ask some questions about like restaurant, cuisine, about me and the team. And then they travel to Ukraine, they go out on dates, and they start struggling through dates because they didn't pay attention on managing their expectations. Or for example, a gentleman, he hasn't been dating like at all or for 10, 15 years. And of course, he becomes better after our advice. But without real experience, if, for example, you can't swim, you can't expect to really like swim the La Manche after one swimming lesson. So you can't do that. You need practice. You need like hours of practice. So gentlemen often underestimate coaching hours, and into this package we have added plenty, because men are usually poor texters, and if we are speaking about long distance, you will have to about international relationship, you will have to do long distance. Even if, for example, you have traveled to Ukraine to meet her, you would after that you will return back home, and you will have to continue building your communication using Skype, text, Zoom. It's modern dating, you can't avoid it. Even if you are in one country, you can't be meeting every day. You will have to be texting in between, you will have to do the calls. So we concentrate a lot on doing this. So it is a good chance to actually use lots of these new coaching hours that we have. I think we have at like 50% more coaching hours, right, in the package. So yes, you can actually use those, and you can improve your chances to actually succeed. Because many men, they say that I don't need coaching, I just need the dates.
Yes, we want to ask you to be serious about coaching, because still you're meeting ladies from another culture. Also, like you said correctly, not all men are good in texting, are good in online communication. That's why we always said, even before when we had our classical matchmaking process, we always said that a step of long distance communication is very important when you build relationship with a lady. It was always important before, and now it is still important. So when you can get some advice, when you can get good recommendations of people who are doing it for many, many years already, then use this opportunity. Don't think that it's not so important, that only meeting in real life is important. I know how to communicate with ladies, I know how to date. Even if you know it, even if you hear something that you already know, listen to it, please, and take it seriously. And think that it's always a good opportunity. First of all, you have paid for that, and it's important to use all opportunities that you have paid for.
Katya, I don't see you anymore. Just a picture.
Sorry.
Hello? Hello? I think I have lost Katerina. Let's see if she will be able to rejoin our conversation. But I think I will finish her third. Katerina was saying that some gentlemen, they claim that they know how to date, but if they know how to date in 2022, and if they know how to date a Ukrainian woman, so there are specifics.
Do you hear me now? Do you see me now?
Yes, I was telling Katerina that I think I understand you're like working for 7 years together. Even as if some gentlemen claim that they know how to date, do they know how to date in 2022? Do they know how to date specifically a Ukrainian woman? Because dating like in 2010 and dating in 2022 will be very different. We had the lockdown, we had the war. The world is changing so rapidly. So you can't compare your skills that you had 10 years ago with your skills that you're having now. It's like not working, for example, as a marketer for 10 years, like being out of profession, and then to claim that you know all the tools and you can do it again without actually checking what's new on the market. And I think Katerina has frozen again. So I think the internet is not very good. So let's try to wrap it up. I just wanted to add one more third till I forget about it. It is interesting that women actually like coaching. Like remember, before every February 14th, we always do during the lockdowns, webinars. Before the lockdowns, we did these tea parties in our office, and tickets were sold out. Like usually 2 days that we announced, we ran out of tickets. And I remember the last offline event that we had to host, we had to cut it into 2 days because there were so many people who wanted to join us, like ladies, and we were talking about flirt. So women who are actually usually natural in flirting, not all of them, they come to listen about it because they want to be better. Like I remember we had this topic, like for example, why don't I get second dates with guys I want? And we were talking about flirt with Alessia, and ladies, beautiful women, young women, they are buying tickets, they want to listen, they want to get new information, and they want to improve themselves. We have tried to do coaching groups for gentlemen, and all men are alpha matches. They don't need any new information, they all know how to flirt, and then you start matching them, they go out on dates, and they are sweating, they behave like 14 years old who are afraid to give flowers to a lady, and he's a 42 years old guy. Or he starts acting like this super confident salesman from a poor American sitcom, and he's overselling himself, and you can tell that a lady, she's counting minutes till she finished her salad to run away. So it's very interesting that women, they want to improve themselves, they are reading, they are attending classes, they hire psychologists to actually, like our psychologist Lisa, she does lots of private sessions. But men, just give me the
It's always like that because ladies in general, I think that they like to learn something much more than men. And for lady, I think it's easier to say that I don't know how to do it. I'm not good in it. For ladies, it's normal to say that. For men, they always try to look strong, to look very confident about everything. And for them, it's more difficult to say that I don't know how to do it. So I think, yes, with ladies, they like coaching more. They always try to use all their coaching hours, all to get all information that they can. So yes, for ladies, this tendency for sure, it's more than among men.
I think we will wrap it up because internet is not so good and I don't want to make this one too long. If you still have questions about the matchmaking process, you can address them to Katerina by email Diolli.com. We will write it below this video, so you can ask about that. If you worry that, for example, we all will return back home and we will wrap up our European program, I actually like to keep it. And even prior to all these events, we were talking that it would be nice to actually start getting ladies who are in Western Europe, Russian, Ukrainian speaking ladies who want to join our database. And I think last 3 months, we were already not saying no. And Alessia was not very happy with that. She was always asking, but how come she will come to the date in Kharkov? Because of course, prior to all these events, we were doing dates in Kharkov, and all ladies who were joining our database, they had to come to Kharkov on their own cost to meet our clients. Right before this terrible events, we had a lady coming from Lviv to Kharkov. She had to spend like the whole day on train to go on a date. So now we actually get a chance to take more ladies from the west of Ukraine, from Western Europe, from Central Europe. So we are doing that, and also some Ukrainian ladies in the US. But if gentlemen are excited to meet someone in the US, I wouldn't be as excited because many of them have really, really high requests regarding men. So not open to age gaps of more than 5 years. So we see lots of that.
Yes, I think that anyway, the biggest percentage of our female clients that we will match to now will be in Western Europe, of course, not in the US.
Czech Republic, Poland, Germany, Yugoslavic ladies, Ukrainian ladies who are currently living here. Katerina, it's like always a pleasure to see you. I don't want to let you go. I miss you like crazy. I want to hug you, and I look at your Diolli pendant. I have the same.
Yes.
And I believe after all this sense is over, we should think of something new like that. I want to hug you. Thank you so much for doing this video with me. And we keep our promise. We want to match 150 more couples within the next 3 years. So guys, we hope you're into this idea with us.
Yes, you have to help us, guys, in this idea.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.